Hello, and welcome to Battlestar Galactica, Scattered Hopes. Now, I'll be honest, I do not know much about Battlestar Galactica. It was before my time, but I've heard things about it, and it sounds really good, and it's been one of those shows that's kind of been on my, I wouldn't mind watching this if I can find, a couple of free weekends sometime, perhaps. And so I've always been a bit curious about it, but my understanding is it's basically these aliens here. I want to say they're Xylons or something. I'm not sure. I'm sure we're going to find out. These aliens have, well, you can see the craters and fire, have destroyed the Earth. We are on the Battlestar Galactica, Battlestar being apparently a class of ship, Galactica being the name of said ship. We're on the Battlestar Galactica with a number of other ships trying to make it through this fleet of pursuing enemies and towards somewhere where we can essentially colonize and call home out of the reaches of them, and lie low for a while until we get to a point where we can maybe put up a fight against them again someday. So we're looking to restart humanity. We've lost, we're trying to survive. So it's always interested me, very, very cool concept, but again, it's something that was a bit before my time with the TV series and that. And there's not been tons of games to get into like Battlestar Galactica. I think there was one a few years back, but it didn't really seem my sort of thing. But this one, if you've ever played FTL, this is FTL, but with a Battlestar Galactica coat of paint, is my understanding of it. So it should be quite interesting, this. And we're going to get started. So again, this is part of my coverage of the Steam Next Fest, looking at demos of games that are coming out soon. I'm quite looking forward to this one. In orbit around Caprica, the captain of a scattered ship witnesses the last moments of his homeworld. What was once the capital of the 12 colonies has been turned into a living nightmare. Nuclear explosions, scorching forests, vaporizing lakes, razing cities to the ground. By the gods. Captain of the Dawn Waker, Liang Wun, is who we are here. Why is nobody answering our hails? Where is the colonial fleet? Those gun stars, why aren't they moving? Dawnwalker to all units nearby, requesting immediate assistance. As the captain speaks, he notices that the Dryad's screen blips repeatedly. Oh no, not Dryads. Dradis. Dradis screen blips repeatedly. Yesterday, Cylons were almost mythical. Today... not... So I was thinking they were called Xylons. No, Cylons. CY, not X. Got it. Dradis contact. The Cylons. They're on to us. I repeat, please send help, send help. Juno Lima. Lima to Dawnwalker, please report status. Thank the gods, I don't know what's happening. We just arrived in orbit around Caprica when I saw all of this. Now they're after my ship, please help us. Hold still, I'll take care of that raider. Left click to select, right click to destroy. This is a Dradis preview. It shows enemies about to spawn a few seconds before they do. You can hover over this preview to get more information about the incoming enemy. You can now access the tactical pause. It's your most important tool to survive the overwhelming Cylon forces. It allows you to pause the battle, analyse the situation, and give orders to your squadrons. Don't hesitate to use it as much as possible, especially when facing overwhelming or complex battle situations. Boop. Oh, press space to unpause and proceed. Right. You can now destroy incoming enemies attacking the fleet on your own. Use tactical pause to give orders and avoid losing precious seconds when targeting moving enemies. Attack the enemy, then unpause. Click. Kill. Play. Your main goal is to protect the fleet and survive. The Cylons can jump in anywhere. Get back to a defensive position near the fleet when possible with your squadrons. Set your Viper squadron and move it near your civilian ship. That's not good. Greatest contact, multiple raiders spotted ahead. They come in groups now. Cowards. I'll give them a warm welcome. Player and enemy units can have abilities that improve their efficiency. When your squadron is selected, you can see all the activatable and passive abilities. Let's hover over the Viper core ability, Hunter Instincts. The ability allows a squadron to automatically target and chase enemies within range. It's very efficient against a pack of fragile enemies. When Hunter mode is on, the unit automatically attacks and follows enemies within 56 TU range if it doesn't have a selected target. Hunter mode is toggleable. By default it is on. Right. It can be toggled off to have full manual control, but most of the time it shouldn't be needed. Let's keep it activated for now. Move your Viper so that the enemy's Dreadis are within range of its Hunter Instincts, auto attack ability, and watch it handling them automatically. Right. Got him. Now use Hunter Instincts automatic ability to destroy the next enemy wave. Major Lima. Multiple Dread's contact spotted ahead. You'll never make it in time where exposed. Copy that. A Raptor should be here soon. You'll be covered. Right. This situation requires a change of strategy. With its short range, the Viper cannot deal with all the incoming scattered enemies by itself before they reach the fleet. Fortunately, a Raptor just arrived to defend the fleet. It's a long-range artillery squadron and very effective in dealing with far and scattered enemies. However, artillery squadrons are slow and can't charge their weapons while moving. You should try moving them as little as possible. Your Raptor is already within range of incoming enemies. Watch it handle the situation. So this nicely handles those. Lovely. And boom, and boom, and boom. It's very efficient when positioned strategically. Always try to position them to cover a wide area, protecting the fleet from incoming enemies so that you don't need to move them too often. Now defeat the next wave using both your squadrons and what you've learnt so far. And there. Move that like there. Right. Okay. This is interesting. So, the Viper gets 6% speed for 5 seconds when destroying enemies. Ooh, capital ship. And this is long range artillery, cannot shoot while moving. That's bad. What is this thing? A base star. Not good. Lima to Gunstar Shamshir requesting for help. This is a Cylon base star. It has tremendous firepower and carries hundreds of Cylon units. It's almost impossible to destroy. For now, the only goal is survival. Move your squadrons back to protect your fleet. Like enemy squadrons, missiles launched by the enemy capital ship also have a preview with a countdown. Like enemy squadrons, they can be destroyed once they spawn, but they are much faster. Prepare to intercept them by staying in defense between the civilian and capital ship. There are 3 types of missile: homing, explosive, and nuke. Homing missiles are fast and always target a single unit. Explosive missiles are slow but target an area on the battlefield. Nukes are slower explosive missiles with more hull points, dealing a lot more damage in a wider area. They can all be intercepted, but nukes should be prioritized at all cost. Destroy the incoming missiles with what you have learned. Raptors position to intercept. Vipers attack missiles by intercepting them, not chasing them, as they are much faster. Right. Raptors and Vipers can attack and chase units within range automatically, but sometimes you need to prioritise your targets. For the incoming wave of enemies, position your units defensively but destroy the nuke first. Target the nuke. Go for it. There we go. Then these. Okay. There. This guy definitely wants to be like here-ish. Hell, put him about there. In between them all. Gunstar in position. Multiple Cylon Raiders contacts. Civilian ship spotted. The Dawnwalker. Sending distress signal. What are your orders, Commander? Hail the ship. Right away, sir. Your order is immediately followed. You have been serving as the commander of a Gunstar named Shamshir for the past 5 years. You never thought you would be facing Cylons. The phone rings. A connection has been established with the Dawnwalker. When you pick up, all you hear in the captain's voice is panic. Dawnwalker here, the Cylons, and that thing in front of us. They're everywhere. We need help. Gunstar to Dawnwalker, please maintain position. We are calling for reinforcement to engage the base star. Can't you just destroy it? Negative. Our ship is a Gunstar, not a Battlestar. Let's hope there's one patrolling nearby who can help. Copy that. Keep that ship safe, Major Lima. Of course, sir. This is a Gunstar, the ship you are commanding. If it gets destroyed, it's game over. The Gunstar has weapons that can deal with large enemy groups. They should be ready soon. In the meantime, defend against the small groups on the side. Right. Okay, so we want to deal with this and those. Gunstar weapons offer another way, complementary with the squadrons, to deal with the Cylons. There are multiple types of Gunstar weapons, each with specific effects and strengths. We've got offensive flak. Barrage of continuous shots at target area for 6.5 seconds. Applies slow to all units in the effective area by 50%. Lovely. Gunstar has deployed a weapon. The offensive flak. You can hover over it to display information. Yep. We've looked at all that. Select your weapon and target the pack of Cylon Raiders. You'll see a ballistic prediction of where the enemies will be on impact. Target the group so that they are all in the area of effect. Once you've chosen the target and the weapon is activated, unpause so that it can fire. Boom. Commander, no one is answering our calls. I suspect multiple Cylons are intercepting our communications. We're putting ourselves at risk here. What should we do? We're getting out of here with Dawnwalk. Of course, sir. Gunstar to Dawnwalker, sending new coordinates. Will cover you during FTL preparations and get you out of this hellhole together. Copy that. Please don't abandon us. Right, defend that ship. It needs to get out in one piece. On it, Commander. Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes is a game about survival. Cylon forces are overwhelming in strength and number. Your goal is to protect the fleet and resist the Cylons long enough for the Gunstar to compute an FTL jump and get away. Protect the fleet and survive until this timer reaches 0, then jump. Right. Sniper. Cylons deployed a new squadron, the Sniper. They'll deploy various types of squadrons to annihilate the fleet. Take some time to hover over them, check their strengths and weaknesses. This one is a Cylon artillery unit, like your Raptor. It can fire at long range but will be weaker at short range and move slowly. The best way to deal with them, when possible, is to destroy them at close range with your Vipers before they can fire at the fleet. Right. Timer, we've got half a minute left. Here comes another grouping of them. Commander, we're a little outnumbered here. A little help would be appreciated. Yep, I'm aware. We're running out of options to help you, except for the nuke launcher, but... use it, launch a nuke. Are you sure? We haven't received proper clearing. Protocol demands... Forget protocol, Lieutenant. Look around. We have to get out of here. Launch the nuke. Of course, sir. Traders previews a new type of squadron, Heavy Raiders. They have many hull points. Your offensive flat won't be sufficient. Against 7 of them, it might be the right time to use a nuke. Get your squadrons out of the way and wait for the enemies to spawn. We need to deploy the Gunstar nuke launcher. First we need to make room by undeploying the offensive flag. Now deploy the nuke launcher. Don't forget your Viper has Hunter Instincts activated. It will chase enemies even if it's entering your own area of effect. Move your squadrons to a safe position and nuke the group of Heavy Raiders. Go. Kaboom! Looking good. Now we have problems. Right. Raiders, Heavy Raiders coming down the middle. Right, put them there. Move this to the side to intercept these. Here are squadron docks. You can use them to deploy different squadrons depending on the battle situations you face. Right now, your main concern is to safely bring back the deployed squads before the jump. Squadrons that are out of the Gunstar during the jump are wrecked, but not lost and can still be repaired. Right. So we'll need to fix them if they're outside during this. Okay. Right click to dock each dock to undeploy them. Right. Get them back. Now get away and jump. Jump complete, Commander. We made it. In the combat center, no one feels like celebrating. Your Gunstar and a few vessels in your wake seem like the last survivors out of 50 billion souls. Confirming the Dawnwalker followed us, as well as smaller ships. Since the attacks on the 12 colonies, you've been evading the silent killing spree. You've rescued a handful of small ships and abandoned countless others to their fate. Surviving has been a matter of luck. The only spark of hope is the tenuous signal of a mysterious beacon. For now, surviving is all that matters. The colonial beacons in this sector, but we're receiving serious reports from across the fleet. Immediate repairs are needed if we want to jump any time soon. First things, let's fix our fleet. Midway through that, I had to mute my mic. I suddenly had the urge to sneeze. You are now in the fleet management phase. During this phase, you can repair and handle fleet problems. The Shamshir was heavily hit by the silence. The hull is damaged. This is a situation. It occurred because the Gunstar sustained critical damage while escaping. If you don't resolve it before it expires, it will have negative consequences for your ship. Hovering or selecting the situation will provide information about what's at stake. You can resolve it by providing supplies. Provide supplies to the crew to resolve the selected situation by selecting the supply choice, then performing the fix hull action. Avoidable for 8 turns. Time will pass, situations will progress, the silent threat will draw a little closer. Right, so I guess... Okay. Avoidable for 8 turns. Fixed damage hull, negative situation. So I guess we just press this. It's lighting up the avoid here. I'm a bit worried that... Right, okay. Several injured reported aboard the Dawnwalker. The Gunstar needs repairs. The fleet has been through a lot to escape silence. New situations have surfaced. Take a look at those. Some can put the fleet health at risk. Mend injured passengers. Negative situation. We no longer have the supplies for this. We've got a malfunctioning airlock. Right. The fleet health represents the state of the population and crew. Reaching 0 will result in a game over. Unfortunately, you can't resolve another situation for now. The fleet is low on supplies. Commander, according to the latest reports, the fleet is running low on supplies. With the Dawnwalker and all the smaller ships under our watch, we need enough water, food and medicine to survive out there. A scouting party was sent to the area. We're expecting an update soon. The scouts have reported back. They found the wreckage of a civilian ship. It was on its way to Torren when the Cylons attacked. There are no survivors, but the supplies aboard remain intact. A team is standing by to retrieve the resources, sir. Right, we'll go. Thallium is necessary to jump to another sector, but also to explore points of interest within a sector and gather needed resources. It's the main fuel used for sublimic space-time travel and FTL jumps. Right. Sector points of interest are nearby locations scouted by raptors. They can provide resources needed for survival. A lot of supplies can be obtained from wreckage. Send a team to resolve by selecting the Thallium choice and then performing the collect supplies icon. Right, so we'll get 7 supplies and 1 fuel. Good. Every action with the turn icon will move the time forward. All situations will be one turn closer to expiration, at which point they will apply their effect. The fleet currently has 3 situations expiring in 2 turns. You won't be able to resolve all of them. The journey is about survival, and more often than not, you'll have to make difficult decisions and let some situations expire, keeping your resources for later. Resolve all that you can. Right. We have 8. This will cost 2. This will cost 4. This will cost 4. Right. Can I look at what would happen? No, it's not really telling me. Oh, minus 200 will affect unit or ship hull points. So we're at 1,800, we'll drop to 1,600. Got it. This is fleet health. We can take 20 fleet health, we'll resolve the bigger situations. It's given us exactly enough to resolve the 2 larger situations at the cost of the 1 smaller one. So we'll do that. Squadrons can gain XP during battles and be improved. Go to your Gunstar hangar and level up your squadrons. Right. Every time a squadron destroys a Cylon unit, it gains XP. During the last battle, your Viper gained enough to get to level 2. Level it up and improve them. Choosing the right squadron abilities is one of the most important strategic choices you can make to strengthen your fleet. They add permanent upgrades, new capabilities. There are 2 types of abilities. Passive improve the squadron constantly. Active require activation, sometimes a target, and have a cooldown. They can be more powerful but are more situational. Some abilities are rarer and more impactful than others. Carefully read the descriptions and select one of the 3. Right. A HM missile launcher. Launch long-range homing missile at a target unit. Gain 10 damage to primary weapons. 10 damage when you've got 112 isn't a lot. But an activatable missile that does 160 is pretty good. 2 uses per battle. Unit gains a huge speed increase for the duration of the effect. Let's just get the big missile. You can explore the hangar and examine your squadrons and weapons. When done, you can return to fleet management. It looks like as well you've got up to 3 active abilities and then lots of passives. It looks like 10 passives you can have, which is interesting. Right. Right. Fandolwefu Quion. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that again. EXO. Well, you were right. Major Lima, our new CAG, really made a difference out there against the Cylons. Your XO has been with you for the best part of 2 years. You're glad to have her by your side. Also, someone on the Dawnwalker offered his help. He'll make a good chief tech. During the attacks, you've lost many men and women, including your previous CAG and chief tech. His name is Yuri Singh. He is starting as we speak. We will need him soon. You smile for the first time in a while. Your XO, CAG and chief tech now form your inner circle. You see them as heroes. Without them, this would be hopeless. Heroes are the fleet's elite. They've chosen to take an active role and accept your authority. They can have a huge impact during both fleet management and battle phases. Select a hero and gain more information. So XO. Heroes, once per sector, can resolve points of interest and situations, increasing POI gains or avoiding situation supply costs. They're essential to your survival. Right. And she's got an ability assignable to weapons. As long as this hero is assigned to a gun-style weapon, it gains 4% damage resistance per level of this hero. Interesting. I'm guessing we might have some kind of skill point available. They can level up and gain new traits, providing situational bonuses in various contexts, like resolving a situation. Being assigned to a squad, to a weapon, you can hover over traits to gain information. You can select them during fleet management to learn more about their traits and current state. We should take advantage of this opportunity. Right. Your CAG barges in when you have your head in the reports. Commander, I know we've been busy, but that beacon. What about it? You observe Major Lima. It's her first time being questioned by your XO. I suspect it's been recently updated. Could be a silent trap. Toasters aren't exactly known for playing fair. No, it's the Colonial Fleet. They've left something for us and we have to pick it up. Let's see. A chance for humanity to survive. TTO -1. Well, do it. I'll get a shuttle ready right away, sir. Let's hope it's worth it. Crises and opportunities will arise during your journey. There are complex problems with high stakes that require several steps and actions to be resolved. While opportunities can lead to important bonuses and rewards, crises can be very dangerous for survival and shouldn't be taken lightly. This section will show all current crises and opportunities. They require you to progress through several steps and objectives to solve them. Select step 1 to display objectives, then select the objective to show what's required to proceed. Retrieve encrypted beacon. Right. Heroes have one action point that can be used to resolve situations without consuming resources. Handle the situation by selecting an available hero to resolve it, then perform the Retrieve Encrypted Beacon action. Boop. And retrieve. After we explored the beacon, we returned to the Gunstar with a dataset. Your CAG and Chief Tech have analysed it and are reporting back. I'm confused, sir. It's just an old dataset. By the looks of the beacon, the dataset was used during the Silent War, the first one I mean. 40 years ago, the 12 colonies were at war with the Cylons. Suddenly they retreated and disappeared until today. But you're right, Major Lima. The dataset has been updated recently. Very recently. We can read the messages in... can we read the messages inside? No. The encryption is brand new. We need to find a military outpost. With a bit of luck, they've received the latest access keys. Right. On it, sir. Every time they resolve a situation or POI, they gain XP. By resolving the situation, they gain enough to level up. Level them up to promote them. Ah, there's the button. Like squadrons, they can level up and gain new traits. And I think we've already read that. Carefully read the descriptions and select one of the three. Right. Obtain 1 extra Tylum every time this hero resolves a POI with a Tylum reward. Assigned Gunstar weapon gains minus 10% cooldown. Assigned Squadron gets max hull points. Right. As long as this hero is deployed in an deployed squadron, all allied squadrons gain damage per hero's level. So we want them to be doing squadron stuff. So we should probably give them veteran pilot. This is rarer, but this is more applicable. Heroes can have a major role during battles by being assigned to Gunstar weapons or squadrons. Enter the hangar to assign your heroes. Right, you can assign a hero to a squad if they have a squadron assignable trait. Squadron assignable traits will only apply their effect to the squadron the hero is assigned. Be careful of the squadron. If a squadron is destroyed in combat, its assigned hero loses 1 health. Right. In the weapon tab, you can also assign a hero to the Gunstar weapons. Right. If the Gunstar sustains critical effects, weapon assigned heroes will have a chance to lose 1 HP. Right. New launcher, offensive flak, let's put her on it. And we get damage resist per level of this hero. Not a lot now, but could be a lot later. You now know everything you need to know about hero assignment. Exit the hangar to proceed. Trade is contact. Silent Raider just jumped into this sector and has spotted us. The screen briefly shows the icon of a Silent Raider flying near. It's there for a few seconds and then it's disappeared. Track. They'll be back soon with more firepower. Someone gasps in the CIC. Fear is palpable. But how did they find us? There's no way they can trace our FTL jumps. Asking permission to spool an FTL jump to the next known safe area, sir. We can't stay in this area. Looks like they're everywhere. We need to get the fleet far away and fast. You never thought you would abandon your home planet one day, but here you are. There's only one way to get away as fast as you need to. Plan a jump anywhere past the red line. What? The red line. Beyond this theoretical limit, all FTL jump calculations are highly uncertain. Any jump with this setting can be deadly. Crossing the red line could send us crashing into a star. Do it. Right away, sir. The CIC falls silent. Your EXO breaks by shouting orders. Setting the fleet to condition 1. All systems ready for battle. They found the fleet. You have a few minutes before they attack. Use this time to prepare for battle. When you are ready, start the battle. Prepare ships and squadrons. Assign heroes to squadrons and weapons in the hangar. Level up squadrons and heroes. Upgrade the fleet in the R&D lab. Select the civilian defense. Are you ready for battle? Yes? At the start of each battle, you can select a squadron or Gunstar weapon to deploy. Deploy as soon as possible to be ready when the Silons arrive. Your Gunstar has 2 squadron docks. Click on a dock to show available squadrons Then select one to be deployed. Select another squadron for the second dock. We've got Vipers, Raptors, and Wolves. I guess we'll go with... I mean, I'd select the Wolf, but you can't... Okay, can we look at the Wolf now? Damage 89, range 56, speed 16, evasion 30. So, evasion is same as the others. Speed, it's in between the two. Range is like half a Raptor. And damage is 89, which is better than a Raptor. Viper, actually, the longer range they are, the less damage they seem to do. Okay. Anyway, we're obviously going to go Vipers. Let's try a Wolf. Let's see what a Wolf is like. Right, just to see what they are. Click on a dock to show available squadrons, then select one to be deployed. Select another squadron for the second dock. Your Gunstar has a second weapon. Dock available. Be sure to deploy your nuke launcher. Oh. Right. Flak, nuke. As long as it's the start of battle, you can change your deploy orders instantly. Get out of a tactical pause when you are satisfied with your deployment orders. If I do that there and this here. What traits do these have? Praetorian. Unit gains 10% damage resist for each enemy within its range. Unit applies taunt every time it deals damage to a unit. Right. So this is like a... kind of like a Vanguard type thing. Right. Okay. Multiple traders contacts. You've now learned the basics. It's up to you to survive this battle. Right, let's not screw it up. What have we got? Snipers over there. Go, go, go. Oh, it didn't. Damn. I forget it doesn't auto-engage, you have to... Yeah, right. Get this one. Kill them. Good. Ooh, the heavy raiders are definitely a lot tougher. Right. These can fight each other a bit. We'll leave that to these. Oh, and we've got flak as well, we need to remember. Right, that's going to deal with them. Good. We'll take a few bruises, but we're otherwise fine. Ooh. I think we need to undeploy the wolf. We're going to... hit them with flak, that should be fine. Right, stay out of that flak. I think it's tactical nuke time. We need a raptor out immediately. They went on the... Oh, they clipped the area. And this is getting badly hit now. Wolf's going back out. You lost your squadron. The fleet cannot survive. What? I lost one squadron. What? I guess we have to do this perfectly? I will say, when it takes the training wheels off, they are... skip all this. Boo, 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 boo. In we go. Right, we now know that the wolf is terrible. We're going to put a raptor and our viper out. Right, viper is going to go up here, there, and then we're going to put the raptor back like here. Deploy our flak. Skip through these and start. Okay, let's give it another go. We need to hold out for a minute. Right. Right, we're doing a decent job here. Ooh, we take a hit. Getting this guy with our artillery shots. We can just leave this as it is here. Oh, FTL is ready in 10 seconds as well. I'm gonna guess, because I wasn't looking at this last time, I'm going to guess that I probably didn't realise that we were jumping that quick, and I were fighting all of that pointlessly. Most likely, yeah. Wait for it. We're docked, we can jump. So keep an eye on this down here, because it doesn't pop up saying jump is ready. I wish it did, but it doesn't, unless I just missed it in the in all that. The fleet will be granted a blessing after each battle. Choose from 3 options depending on the battle. The options may include a mix of rewards that improve the fleet, or aids to mitigate negative consequences. Choose carefully. A bit outside the text box there, but obtain some fuel. Repair 300 hull points on a civilian ship. Squadron gains 30 XP to the Raptors. Get some fuel. Excellent stuff. Important status. CIC knows there's a word. A jump past the red line is like a leap in the dark. Jump is complete. All ships have followed through. As the tension eases, you can hear relief in the CIC. For a moment, you almost forget that what you've been through. Scanning sector, Dradis is detecting a military structure nearby. We need to check it out. Find the encryption key. We'd better hurry. No one knows how close the Cylons are. We investigate. This is the timeline for the current sector. This represents the time you have before the Cylons find and attack the fleet. You have a limited number of turns to resolve situations and POIs. That's the outpost. Explore it to advance the ongoing Scattered Hopes opportunity. You have two options. Send a team. It costs 1 fuel. Send a hero for an improved reward. It costs 1 fuel and a hero action point. Heroes can only use 1 action point per sector. Choose wisely how you dispatch each one every sector. We'll get 4 more supplies if we go for this. We will send... she's been the one investigating all this. Mind you, the chief tech is the person who's going to be decrypting it, so... We'll send the squad. The squad is right. We collect supplies. Commander, the encryption key has been retrieved, but there's a problem. Our R&D lab isn't up to date. It can't read the key. Not a surprise. The whole Gunstar is 1 FTL jump away from the junkyard. Upgrade the R&D at once. Understood. Although fragile, civilian ships can help the fleet survive. Select your civilian ship, not the Gunstar, to learn more. If your civilian ship, if you train the crews properly, they can provide various bonuses and resources. This is the current efficiency level of your civilian ship. Level 0. Great. To level up a civilian ship efficiency, you need to train its crew. Every time you train them, the ship will gain 30 XP, but 1 turn will pass. Train the crew to upgrade its efficiency to level 1. It's been improved to level 1. It can now produce scrap at the start of each sector. Improving your civilian ship efficiency takes time, but it's a good investment in the long run. Fleet scrap can be used to trade, repair or upgrade your Gunstar in the R&D lab. Let's look at the R&D lab. Allows you to upgrade various aspects. The fleet upgrade allows you need to read the encryption key and advance the ongoing Scattered Hope opportunity. Select this upgrade to acquire more information. Here you can see the details of this fleet upgrade. Unfortunately, we don't have enough scrap to unlock level 2. We'll need to find more. We get max fleet health and some current fleet health from this. Right. Let's return to fleet management to find scrap. It has its own means to produce resources for emergency situations. Select it for more information. You've got several emergency production units, not the most efficient but always there in need. These units can produce scrap, supplies or thallium. Let's come back to this, come on. Right, as there is no POI around, use the scrap to obtain scrap needed for the Gunstar's upgrade. It requires 2 turns. Okay. Great, you can now return to the R&D lab to upgrade your fleet logistics. Right, this is the upgrade. Unlock. And back we go. The Gunstar lab has been upgraded. We'll start decrypting the message at once. It'll take a few cycles. Let us know as soon as you have something. Sure thing, sir. You have learned the basics of Battlestar Galactica, Scattered Hopes. You still have 2 turns before the Cylons arrive. Use this time to prepare your fleet You can also assign hero units to gun-style weapons or squadrons in the hangar. Resolve POIs or situations, level up squadrons and heroes, upgrade your fleet, use production units. You are now in charge. Right. Drifting ship, botanical cruiser. Add a civilian ship to your fleet. Or, add a civilian ship to your fleet. Guaranteed uncommon or higher rarity item if the POI is resolved by a hero. Or we can do mineral rich planet. Obtain 46 scrap. Or send a hero to obtain 70 scrap. We have 2 more heroes. So let's send our XO. Kern. And we get 70 scrap from here. Great. Opportunity seized. The R&D is done. The messages decryption is almost ready. Just a few more seconds, Commander. It's from Commander Adama. The whole CIC falls silent. Commander William Adama is a war hero, but you thought he had retired years ago. Put on speakers now. Right away, sir. Time comes to a standstill as the last message from the colonial fleet is being decrypted. Suddenly a familiar voice can be heard. This is Commander Adama speaking. Today, after decades of silence, the silence have attacked our colonies. In a matter of hours, our homeworlds have been bombarded and destroyed. The gas comes from behind you, someone is crying. Our enemy has found a way to disguise themselves. They have infiltrated our society, our social circles, our crews. They look like us. To some, the situation might sound dire. But all hope is not lost. You've trained for this, you're ready. I have a plan. Rejoin with the Battlestar Galactica, and I will guide you to a refuge. So say we all. The message ends abruptly. A handful of your officers repeat the words, an old saying, a liturgical sentence. And in a powerful voice you shout, so say we all. Contact. Let's go. Oh, let's hang on. We've got some level ups. Obtain extra time every time this hero resolves a POI with time reward. Gun-style weapon gets minus 10% cooldown. Assigned squadron gains max hull. Let's go fast reloader. In fact, what has he got other than that? Shipyard engineer. All fleet upgrades in the R&D lab cost 4% less for this hero for each level. Okay. And this person works on the weapons. Yeah. Travel plan. Honestly, we could end up getting this on like all of them at some point. And then whenever we resolve these POIs, we could just get additional fuel. Not the worst idea. But we're going to put them on the weapons. They've got one weapon perk, we'll give them another. The squadron does not have a level up. Nor do they. Nor do they. Right, but we do need to assign weapons. There we go. And then, let's go to R&D, see if there's anything we might need. So fleet logistics gives you max health and gives you some additional health. Squadron dock. It looks like we're not allowed to upgrade these other things. Only fleet logistics in the demo, it looks like. Right, and we haven't got enough to do that anyway. Right, we're probably as ready as we're going to be. Right. So, we have the Raptor and Viper versus a Hydra-class frigate with 6,000 HP. A capital ship. Not the best. I'll admit, not great news. We need 2 minutes to charge our FTL. Right. Intercept. That'll be fine. It won't be able to reposition before the enemy's here anyway. This can intercept. We'll position ourselves again here to intercept. There we go. And they're gone. Get the missile, there we go. Incoming enemy. Should be able to fend them off. Right, we're crushing it so far. Right, let's get these in position to intercept these. Well, we've got a big missile coming. We'll fire on those. A nuke coming in. This is pretty much just in position here. Kern is under attack. Yep. Got it. Missile is not getting intercepted. Got it. Right, next one we've got. Honestly, get out of the way of this. Intercept this little raider. Yeah, this is bad. This isn't great in close quarters, but we've got them. We need to intercept the nuke. And that missile. Then all of these. 10 seconds till we're charged. Viper is clear. Intercept this. Two, one, and oh, we need to dock them. Fire some flak. Docked, docked, jump. Go! That went pretty well. The fleet is one step closer to the Galactica. Choose your blessing. Only the beginning. We've completed the tutorial. It's taken an hour and 5 minutes, but you can continue playing a regular run with this fleet and try to survive for the 4 sectors available in the demo. Okay. Right. Well, I think we can call it there, because it's quite, even just the demo, that's been quite long. Right. But I think that gives you a good idea of what's on offer here. If you want to finish the rest of the demo yourself, you can do. It's available in the Steam Next Fest, with more episodes coming on the channel of other games, which I'll be covering during the Next Fest. And so far, I would say this is quite good. I can see why people are calling it Battlestar FTL, because it really is Battlestar FTL. That's basically exactly what this is. It's quite good. The combat is satisfying. It's not like a crazy amount of like loads happening and things. There's, you're not feeling overwhelmed. Yet simultaneously, there's quite a lot to do. I'm sure that probably as you level up here, and ooh, they become available now, right? So where are we? Squadron dock. 3 available squadron docks can be going right up to 4. The Wanderers class unit cannot reach this level. Right, we can't reach those levels with this, but we can eventually get loads more Gunstar hull points, maximum squadron hull points. We can upgrade for fleet logistics to get max health and current fleet health. We can increase, let's see, so -2 critical effect threshold on the Gunstar, 100% repaired hull points. Oh, plus 100% repaired hull points, -1 critical effect threshold on civilian ships, more weapon docks. You can end up getting more evasion against attacks for squadrons. Yeah, so there's some nice upgrades and stuff here. But like I said, we'll call it there. It sounds like there is, and we can look at the sectors map. So yeah, we've got a Ewell here, and we have 4 sectors, well 3 after this one to go to. And it looks like, let's see, current sector, a Ewell, we go through, I'm guessing each one of, okay, so we go to different locations. It looks like those are Cylon battles there, marked at the bottom. But with the threat of this becoming some kind of like absolutely massive extended playthrough which takes ages, and I don't really want it to, I'm going to put it here because otherwise we might be here for literally multiple more hours. Which is a bit long for YouTube videos, and my voice is getting a bit hoarse. I think I need to go and get myself a cup of tea. So, like I say, I'll leave it here for now, but there is more in the demo if you want to explore it yourself. There'll be more coming up in the Steam Next Fest, but yeah, I'm liking it. I'm very much liking it. Like I said, I can see why it's Battlestar Galactica FTL. It's really good, honestly. To be fair, FTL is kind of very similar to Battlestar Galactica. FTL is like you're the last Empire ship getting out of the sector, trying to warn the enemy, trying to warn the remaining Empire units that the Rebellion flagship is on the way to destroy them all, and then you have to fight it off to win the day and all this stuff. Very much high stakes, fight in the stars, all this stuff. This is Battlestar Galactica, again, for my limited knowledge of it, having not watched it, but it seems to have similar stakes and vibes about it. So I'm surprised they haven't made something like this before now, using the Battlestar Galactica brand and things. I know that a game similar to this came out a few years ago, and they added like a mode like this. I forget the name of it. I'm tempted to say like Deadlock or something, or I don't know. But to see like a whole game based around this idea, honestly, I could get behind this. I might even give this a buy. I'll definitely be putting it on the wish list and keeping an eye on it. But it seems like a novel idea, so you might even see it on the channel. Who knows? For now, though, I'll see you in future videos where I'll be looking at other demos in the next fest. I will see you then.